Fargo at the next Bleach. This is episode 141. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. Not sure what we're getting. The you know how they do that one panel when they finish the theme song and it's just like a still photo. This one was like some kind of meal on a tray. Very weird. 3, 2, 1. Yep, so each towel gets its own turn. So we have compost, huh? That's obvious. Who wouldn't know that? Well, I guess the Soul Society wouldn't know that. You're very organized. Aren't you like 15 or something? Like, what teenager is this organized? Yeah. We've already got problems. I guess there's always that stick in the mud, stick up their ass teenager who's like a neat freak. They're rare. Well, you let her go? I didn't miss an episode. What the hell's going on here? Oh. Oh, I see. So she's taking care of business at home before she gets kidnapped. You're a dick. Yep, she's left orders on how to handle everything at the house. She doesn't know how long she's going to be gone. Well, we know who it's going to be. There's only one option. I mean, there'll be more people if she had more people, but if she only has one person, there's only one person. I know that sounds contradictory, but you know what I mean. This ain't gonna stand, man. We ain't letting this happen. Yeah, can't believe she left. Oh, shut up. She left detailed notes on what to do with the trash and the laundry, right? Yeah, damn, man. What a psycho. She's like feral. That girl is feral. Now we got a mummy back there. I see. You know, they get all the shit jobs. If you notice that, all the shit jobs, every single one of them. I like Jiminy Cricket there on the right. You like to blame the victim, don't you? He's a mummy, all right. Yeah, you better run. He's going after you full mummy. Full mummy. Psychos. Idiots. It was basically forced recon. I know they had the mission of apparently kidnapping the girl for some reason, but this was basically forced recon, and you got your asses kicked for the most part. No cell service, sorry. Hey man, watch where you're going, dick. I'm talking to him, not her. Oh, shit. No way. No wonder he... Okay, I'm sorry I called you a dick. Squishy, huh? She should be firm, not squishy. Not that I really want to have that conversation about an underage girl, but, like, you know... Squishy doesn't happen until you're 40. Look, man, I got squishy. I'm not saying it's gender specific because it's not. At will. And before the nerd started asking why doesn't she slip through the ground, I assume at will means you have control, right? So you don't want to slip through the ground. It's always an annoying observation, anyway. You know, in the Star Trek Next Generation episode, when they're out of phase on the Enterprise, why don't they slip through the decks and fall out the bottom of the ship? Shut up, nerd. Because that's not the story we want to tell. We want to tell a story where people are walking through them, but not where they slip out the bottom of the ship. Uh-oh. Incompetent. Can't even walk down the classroom without knocking something over. Look at this idiot. He's got to be on meth. That's the only explanation for this character. He has too much goddamn energy. Yeah. He's still on that shit. Yeah. Look at this subbitch. Why are your arms wavy? You're weird. Who cares, man? Somebody's walking through and they knocked it over. That don't mean shit. Yeah, like I said. He's seeing signs and portents where they don't exist. Yeah, like all the cool kids in the class are gone. Nobody wants to be around a spaz like you, man. You're a spaz. Everybody else in the class been left out, dumbass. Who's going to be her one person? Like, now I'm starting to think it's not going to be our boy. Because he's training, right? He's surrounded by people. You can't just say goodbye to him. Everybody else would see, right? So it may have to be somebody else. Hey man, you're mean. I was going to ask what's up with the reflexes. But this is how she'll be able to talk to him. She's going to say goodbye to him. He's going to go off by himself. Yeah. Never mind. You had your chance. Hey, nice transition. Look at them being all artistic. Getting close to midnight, I guess you said goodbye to nobody. Well, that feels wasted. Well, then say goodbye to your favorite fast food clerk. You know they're around somewhere. Yep. Reception blows right now. She cracks me up. Goofy ass. Hey, what are you doing in here? I mean, I don't mind. I wish she was back in her old spot, like in the cupboard, because I think that's hilarious. She'd even brought a couple things to make their cupboard more comfortable. I can't believe they gave her own room. It feels like an insult. He got wrecked. I see. He's really starting to get close to these guys, man. They seem like dicks, but I guess they're not really, not as much as I thought they were. The little blonde kid is a dick, but other than that. The only way you're going to get answers is to invade the Askar's territory, right? Or capture one of them and interrogate him. This is important. You two are being too goddamn loud. There's that tray I saw. Okay. These are two good siblings, man. They actually give a shit. Yes, very troubling. Very troubling, thank you. Matter of fact, that's borderline offensive. Yeah. I'm definitely not eating that crap. You lying asshole. It looks awful. That's why I don't want it. Look at her getting all shy. Yeah, you better eat some. Yeah, those are two good siblings. I like them. Meanwhile, she's doing housework and shit, man. Well, at least she's doing her own housework. What the hell? Idiotically, that's how he's doing. Look, man, we know who each other are, right? I think. I guess she doesn't know who he is. Yeah, incompetent. He's screaming, what a waste. Hey, careful not to get attacked by the creatures. Yeah. If it's cold, look at her. She's got bare legs and shit. You're gonna be cold as hell. Where the hell she's going? She's staying at this house. Where the hell is she going? Yeah, so she immediately washed her own shit. The kids just left their shit on the floor. If you want ants, that's how you get ants, Yeah, I guess there's never any doubt. It was always going to be him. They're asleep, so you can do this. Speaking of goofy and awkward, Jesus. Look, I know they're kids, and we're all awkward when we're kids, but goddamn, man, you're in the middle of being kidnapped. It feels like this is not the time to be awkward. I'm just saying. Yeah. It was always gonna be him. Like I said, I don't know why I ever doubted myself. It was always gonna be him. I second guessed myself. What? Did she not know they're there? Look at that look on her face. She thought she had violated. She thought she had screwed up there for a second. I don't know how she's sleeping like that. That looks uncomfortable as hell, man. Come to think of it, you're not alone, and you're transparent. So not really counting. You can smell. Aren't you out of phase with everything? How does that work? Like you have to take particles into your nose to, you have to interact with your environment to be able to smell something. But I guess, like we said before, she has control. Yeah, because she's touching it right now. So she has control. She controls when she turns it on and off. So she turned it on so she could touch him, and in the process, turn it on, she could smell. Okay, gotcha. If I was cinema says, the show has time for this. Ding. Of course it has time for this. It's going to make time for this. That's my favorite. I still think about that every day. The crossed arms thing. And Ryuki doing that. I still think about it. The fact that she was doing it. I think about that every day. It's my favorite moment in the entire series. I know that sounds stupid, but it is. This music is fire. Ah, shit. That should be crying all over the place. God save me from teenage love. Jesus. In 10 years, you won't even be able to remember his face. Although that's normal teenage love. This, we're going through shit. We're saving the world, and we're fighting specters and demons and apparitions and shit, right? So this is a little bigger than normal teenage love. Instead, I'm going to become a slave in another realm, apparently. Cake maker. She aspired to be a cake maker. She's making it really hard for me not to make fun of her. I'm just saying. Look, we need cake makers. I'm just saying, aim higher, and if your target actually hits a cake maker, okay. But maybe aim to be a Michelin 5-star chef or whatever they call it. Michelin goes up to 4, right? Be a 4 Michelin chef. If you land on cake maker, okay. But you don't aspire to be a cake maker. You got to aim higher than that, man. That's what I'm saying. She might be my favorite character. I love everything about her. Got a big heart. Thinks about other people. That kind of goes hand in hand with the big heart, right? you get tired of the selfish protagonist. Which, admittedly, anime doesn't have as many of those as normal entertainment does. Goodbye, Holly Sundays, Hollycorn. I forget how to pronounce that. That's the curse of. I got most of my vocabulary by reading, rather than hearing people say these words, because nobody in my vicinity was educated. My three stepfathers combined all three. If you stack all three of their educations, they may have had like 12 grades of education between the three of them. Like, they were dumb as rocks. My brothers are pretty smart, especially my older brother. He's really smart, book smart, street smart. So he's one of those kind of people that could walk in any world. He could be in like a elegant party and conversate with those people as if he belonged. And then he can go on the street and conversate with people in the street, like gangsters and whatever, as if he belonged there, right? Like, so he was a chameleon. But even so, he didn't have like the world's greatest vocabulary. So most of my words I learned like that one, for instance. I don't remember how to pronounce that. But I remember I tried to use the words I read in conversation, not knowing how they were pronounced. And so I'd be saying shit like, I'd be talking to a teacher. So yeah, sorry I look so disheveled today. And the teacher just be looking at me like, get your disheveled ass out of here. So embarrassing. So embarrassing. So I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. But yeah, man, this is a really good episode. Like I said, I like her. And it's a breather episode, kind of reflective. I don't think they've ever had an episode that I've seen yet where there wasn't some attempt at humor at some point in the episode. Like, I assume this is all one for one from the manga, right? Like, I'm sure they changed shit from the manga and maybe leave stuff out that's in the manga. But I'm telling you, man, they always find a way to get a couple jokes in every episode. Like, it's really amazing. And it's almost always character humor. Like, these stupid toys trying to hold back the mummy, and then he starts chasing them. That shit was funny as hell, man. And she's such an asshole blaming the victim with that little hoodie. She's wearing a tiny hoodie. Like, I don't know how they found their clothes, man. Because their clothes are small. Maybe they're clothes for dolls, right? I would imagine so. But yeah. Love this show. Love the characters.